Mauritius is a beautiful island nation located in the Indian Ocean, east of Madagascar. It is a popular tourist destination for its stunning beaches, turquoise waters, and warm weather. If you're planning a trip to Mauritius, one of the first things you'll need to do is book your flight. In this video, we'll answer some of the most commonly asked questions about flights to Mauritius. What airlines fly to Mauritius? There are several airlines that fly to Mauritius from different parts of the world. Some of the major airlines that operate flights to Mauritius include Air Mauritius, Emirates, British Airways, Air France, South African Airways, Qatar Airways, Turkish Airlines, Lufthansa. These airlines operate flights to Mauritius from various destinations, including London, Paris, Johannesburg, Dubai, Istanbul, Frankfurt, and from India. The availability of flights to Mauritius may vary depending on the season, so it's best to check with the airline directly for the most up-to-date information. What is the cheapest time of year to fly to Mauritius? The cost of flights to Mauritius can vary depending on the time of year you plan to travel. Generally, the cheapest time to fly to Mauritius is during the low season, which runs from May to September. During this time, you can expect lower airfares and hotel rates, as there are fewer tourists visiting the island. On the other hand, the high season in Mauritius runs from December to April, which coincides with the island's summer season. This is when most tourists visit the island, and as a result, the airfares and hotel rates are usually higher. If you're looking to save money on your trip to Mauritius, it's best to plan your trip during the low season. Finding cheap flights to Mauritius can be a bit of a challenge, especially if you're traveling during peak season. However, there are a few things you can do to increase your chances of finding an affordable ticket. First, it's important to book your ticket well in advance. This will give you more time to shop around and compare prices across different airlines. Additionally, booking during the low season can help you save money, as prices tend to be lower during this time. Another way to find cheap flights to Mauritius is to be flexible with your travel dates. Flying on weekdays instead of weekends, or adjusting your departure and arrival times can sometimes result in lower prices. Finally, it's always a good idea to compare prices across different airlines and travel websites. You can use online tools to search for the best deals and compare prices across different airlines. Keep in mind that some airlines may have hidden fees, so make sure to read the fine print before booking your ticket. How long is the flight to Mauritius? The duration of flights to Mauritius depends on where you're flying from. From London, it takes approximately 12 hours to fly to Mauritius, with a stopover in either Dubai or Paris. From Johannesburg, the flight takes around 4 hours, while from Paris, the flight takes around 11 hours. It's worth noting that some airlines may operate direct flights to Mauritius from certain destinations, which can reduce the travel time. What is the best time to visit Mauritius? Mauritius enjoys a warm tropical climate throughout the year, making it a great destination to visit at any time. However, the best time to visit Mauritius depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking to enjoy water sports, such as snorkeling, scuba diving, and surfing, the best time to visit Mauritius is during the summer season, which runs from November to April. During this time, the water is warm and clear, making it ideal for water activities. On the other hand, if you're looking to avoid the crowds and save money on your trip, the best time to visit Mauritius is during the low season, which runs from May to September. During this time, you can expect fewer tourists on the island, lower hotel rates, and cheaper airfares. What are the entry requirements for Mauritius? To enter Mauritius, visitors must have a valid passport and a return or onward ticket. Depending on your nationality, you may also need a visa to enter Mauritius. Visitors from certain countries are exempt from the visa requirement and can stay in Mauritius for up to 90 days without a visa. It's worth noting that due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, there may be additional entry requirements in place. For example, visitors may be required to take a COVID-19 test before entering Mauritius, and there may be quarantine measures in place. What is the baggage allowance for flights to Mauritius? The baggage allowance for flights to Mauritius varies depending on the airline and ticket class. Generally, most airlines allow passengers to bring one carry-on bag and one checked bag. The weight limit for checked baggage is usually around 23 kilograms, but this can vary depending on the airline. If you're planning to bring more baggage than the allowed limit, you may need to pay an additional fee. It's best to check with the airline directly to confirm the baggage allowance and any additional fees. How much does a flight to Mauritius cost? The cost of flights to Mauritius can vary depending on several factors, such as the time of year you plan to travel, the airline you choose, and how far in advance you book your ticket. On average, a return flight from London to Mauritius can cost around £500 to £800, depending on the time of year and airline. If you're looking to save money on your flight, it's best to book your ticket in advance and during the low season. You can also compare prices across different airlines. Can I book a direct flight to Mauritius? Yes, some airlines operate direct flights to Mauritius from certain destinations. For example, Air Mauritius operates direct flights to Mauritius from London and Johannesburg. However, direct flights may not always be available, depending on the season and airline. In conclusion, Mauritius is a beautiful island nation that attracts tourists from around the world. If you're planning a trip to Mauritius, it's important to book your flights in advance and consider factors such as the time of year, airline, and baggage allowance. With the right planning and preparation, you can enjoy a memorable trip to this stunning destination. Finding the right flight to Mauritius can take some research and planning, but it's worth the effort to ensure that you have a comfortable and enjoyable trip. Whether you're looking for a cheap flight or a direct route, there are several options available to suit your needs. By booking in advance, being flexible with your travel dates, and comparing prices across different airlines and travel websites, you can increase your chances of finding an affordable ticket to Mauritius. Additionally, it's important to consider the flight time, layover times, and airline fees when making your booking. Overall, whether you're traveling from Johannesburg, London, India, or Australia, there are several airlines that offer flights to Mauritius, making it easy to plan your dream vacation to this beautiful island nation. It does not matter where you dream to travel to. We will find you the flight to make it happen. It does not matter which hotel you like to enjoy in. We probably offer it. We have all you need inside one place. GoingVacations.com is the place for you. With just a few clicks, you can get unlimited flights and hotels offers. Search for your dream.